Hi, I'm Mackenzie Novakoski. I'm a pre-construction intern here at EV Construction. As we're celebrating 80 years of building in Holland, Michigan, we wanted to take a look back at some of our legacy projects. And today we are at one of them, which is Holland Hospital, where EV still has a lasting impact.
My name is Joe Novakoski. I'm Vice President of Operations now, but I've been with EV Construction for 30 years. Just celebrated that this year. And when I was first introduced to Holland Hospital, I was an estimator. So I was in pre-construction like Mackenzie is with us this summer now.
Hi, I'm Joe Shashaguay. I'm a senior field manager with EV. I've been here for 34 years. I remember Holland Hospital, one of my first projects was in 2004 on the second floor.
So first, can you please tell us a bit about where we are?
We are standing right now in parking lot E, which was the first project I was involved with at Holland Hospital. Back in 2003, we bid this job. It was about $250,000. It would cost a lot more today. I do remember there's right behind where the camera is, there is a underground retention system for all the storm water flows into there and stores it underneath it. But this was the very first project that I was personally involved with, and EV's history goes back into the 1960s.
What role did you personally play in the project, and what do you remember most vividly from your experience?
I personally remember for me, I was very young in my career at the time, and it's very nerve-wracking when you get the call after you put a bid in of am I actually low? What did I forget? And meeting with Mike, the facilities director at the time, I remember being so nervous, and I had never done taken a project from estimating and done the project manager on it, and for whatever reason, I was given that opportunity, and this was the first project I was the project manager on as well.
Cool.
I was the field superintendent for the project. Well, a couple of them right in a row there. I was pretty nervous as well. Mike Parker was the man in charge at the hospital. He was pretty nervous about us as well. We didn't know each other. I would say within 6-7 months of working here, we developed a really great relationship with Mike, and the three of us became really good friends.
How did working on Holland Hospital shape your approach to construction in the healthcare industry moving forward?
There's obviously a lot to learn about a building like this, where valves are, how do you shut off medical gas, and the facility that's operating, there's people in there receiving care, and you can't interrupt that while you're going through all these processes. I think EV adopted all of it well, carry it all with us today.
A kind of a niche department within Holland Hospital. We did the 6th floor of Holland Hospital as behavioral health, and that's a higher acuity. It's for people that have medical issues, but also going through some mental challenges. And it was the first time we did it. Back then, there was a lot of materials that didn't exist to keep people safe. You just kind of had to make it up. So I remember Joe working with a local fab shop to make a protector around the faucets, and just so many things that we learned on this job. And now behavioral health it's something that we're seen as an expert in West Michigan or sought out. So it all started right up on that 6th floor.
What's one thing about the story you hope people remember, not just about the project, but about what EV stands for?
So much of it is the relationship, and the honest relationship, not the forced trying to memorize people's kids' names. It's just becoming a lot of times friends. We work with your friends, the pressure's on to do the right thing. You don't want to let them down, and that's the way we treat it. We have so many friendships that spurred out of all of our years of work here that can still continue on today. 2003 was very memorable for me. I'd gotten married to my wife, Jennifer. So we were just starting this project, just newlywed. A couple months later, we found out we were pregnant. And then we lived in Grand Rapids at the time. And I had already kind of fallen in love with Holland Hospital. I knew my way around, and I just felt so comfortable by the care that they provide. So we drove from all our friends thought we were crazy, was wife's in labor, and we were driving all the way from Grand Rapids to Holland to have a baby, which was you. Congratulations. But we did that. All 5 of our kids were born here at Holland Hospital because we're all in, and they're our community hospital.
From Holland Hospital to what's next, EV Construction is excited to keep building on 80 years of legacy. Follow us for more on the projects and people that have helped shape our story.